Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the OnePlus 10 Pro. Now you can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price I paid for this one is $1,100. Now keep this in mind, this is the Chinese version. When it comes out globally next month, it's probably going to be a lot cheaper. But if you want to get it imported from China, you're going to have to spend a little bit more money. Alright, so let's go through the specs real quick. This one comes in two different colors. You got volcanic black and emerald green. For the display, you got a 6.7-inch LTPO2 AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1440 by 3216. Now that's 525 for the PPI Patrol. You got Gorilla Glass Victus on the front, glass on the back, an aluminum frame. You got HDR10 Plus, up to 1300 nits brightness, and a 120 Hz refresh rate. For the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 with the Adreno 730 GPU. Now what does that mean in English? Flagship specs, bro. Flagship specs. Now you got 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 128 or 256 gigs of storage, no micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now it's running Android 12 with ColorOS 12.1 skin on top. You got a 5,000 mAh battery that features 80 watt fast charging. Now OnePlus claims you can charge your phone from 0 to 100% in 30 minutes. Now you also got 50 watt fast wireless charge, and you got reverse wireless charge, also known as power share. For the cameras, on the rear you got a triple setup. You got a 48 megapixel wide angle, 50 megapixel ultra wide, and an 8 megapixel telephoto lens. On the front, you got a 32 megapixel wide angle lens. Now you can shoot 8K video at 30 frames per second and 4K video at 60 frames per second. You got dual stereo speakers, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, always on display. You got face unlock and an on-screen fingerprint sensor. All right, so what's missing? No IP rating. That's it. Other than that, this is a big boy right here. All right, so let's unbox it and see what it is. First things first, shout out to White Shoes. She got the day off. Now, one more thing I want to mention. I know the first question somebody's going to ask, what's the difference between the 9 Pro and the 10 Pro? Well, there's a couple of things. Number one, with the 9 Pro, you got 4 cameras. With the 10 Pro, you're actually losing a camera, but it's the monochrome lens. All right, so if you don't like shooting black and white photos, you're not really going to care about that. Other than that, everything is an upgrade. With the 10 Pro, you got a better display. Now, this one has the LTPO2 AMOLED panel. This one has LTPO. What does that mean in English? Basically, your variable refresh rate is going to be faster with the LTPO2. So you're going to get a smoother experience. With the 10 Pro, you got a better processor, Snapdragon 8. Okay, so it's a little bit better than the 9 Pro. You got a bigger battery and faster charging speeds. Other than that, pretty much the same phone, just minimal upgrades. Okay, here we go. OnePlus 10 Pro. Now, nice clean red box. Okay, classic OnePlus presentation. This has the Hasselblad camera. Okay, same thing that you're gonna find on your 9 Pro. Okay, here we go. Inside, okay, this is gonna be your usual books and shit. Of course, let's see, do we got the OnePlus troll stickers? There it is. Okay, Hyper Boost OnePlus. Okay, let's see what this is. SIM ejection tool. Everything never settle with the red and white theme. I love it. It's going to be your device. I went with the emerald green, of course. Let's go ahead and lift this up. Now check this out. This is nice. This is what I like to see. Flick of the wrist. You get a little case. Now I like these kind of cases better than the gel skin cases. Soft matte case, little one-press blending. Okay, a little sticker. I'll leave that. Never settle. Okay, little texture to feel on the inside. Simple and straightforward. Now, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but this is what I like to see. You got the charger in the box. 80 watt fast charging brick in the box. Okay, so you got USB-A to USB Type-C charging cable, and you got a big boy charger right in the box. Samsung, Apple, Google, pay attention. All right, this is how you do it. If you're going to keep talking about fast charging phones, prove it. I love it. Okay, now we got the plastic. Let's go ahead and peel this off. Okay, a little sticker struggles on the back. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. One more. Let's get a little wipe down. And here we go. Bang. OnePlus 10 Pro. Now this feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. I am loving the new back design. Look at the difference. Look how much more modern the 10 Pro looks as opposed to the 9. Now the 9, I do love the look of it. Okay, kind of has that minimalistic look, especially with the same color camera lens housing. But the black and the green, this just looks way better. And now you're getting this frosted back kind of feel to it, so no fingerprints, nice and matte, which brings me to one of my second favorite phones of 2022, the 12 Pro from Xiaomi. Same thing now. Like I said, at first, I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about these frosted back phones. I do love one of the Galaxy S21 Ultra 5 Gangsta Alpha Omega Supreme, but they did it right with the colors. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it on these other phones, but I love it. I hope this is the new trend. Okay, look at the difference in these phones. Okay, you don't really need all this extra shine and fingerprints. You got to keep wiping it down. These are two beasts right here. Now, which one should you get out of the 12 Pro or the OnePlus 10 Pro? Look, you got IR blaster and thought protection versus the Hasselblad camera. Okay, this has 120 watt fast charging. This has 80. Pound for pound on paper, it looks like the Xiaomi's a better phone, but we're going to have to run it through the process. Okay, we're going to have to put it to the test. Like I said, for 2022, this is my second favorite phone so far. The number one phone that I got right now is the Vivo IQ9 Pro, which I'm going to unbox for y'all probably tomorrow or Friday. I've been using it already because I love it, but y'all need to see that phone. So this is number 2. This will probably either be number 3 or number 2. We'll see how the rankings transpire. Until we get the Galaxy S22 Ultra, we already know that's going to be number 1. But these will be direct competition for the Galaxy S22 Plus. So it might be 1, the Plus, 3, the Vivo IQ. The Galaxy S22 Ultra is going to be on a different level because of that S Pen. Anyway, let me pause the video. I'll drop all my information in, then we'll breeze through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, I just put my information in the phone, got everything all set up, and I got to be honest with y'all, I am feeling this phone so far. 2022 is going to be a good year for phones. This is a beast. Now, before I get into this phone, ladies and gentlemen, late but still great, White Shoes is back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my
White shoes. Calm down. Now, let's talk about this OnePlus 10 Pro. I already said it feels good in the hands, and I wasn't even joking. This is one of those phones that you're going to want to rock butt naked with no case. The back on this phone, the build quality on this phone is excellent. Now, look, I know a lot of y'all remember OnePlus for having the cheap, air quotations, flagship killer phones. Look, those days is over. Now, if you want this smooth OnePlus experience, but you don't want to spend $900 or $1,000 or even more than that, go with the Nord 2, go with the 9R, or get an older phone. All right, I'm selling this one right here for about $700. Get something like this. You can't be mad at OnePlus for jacking up the prices because they've been jacking up the quality of these phones. This phone right here. Now, I don't know how much it's going to come out, how much it's going to cost when it comes out globally, but I would be totally comfortable spending $900 to $1,000 for this experience as is. Okay, let's talk about the build quality. Excellent. The only thing missing is an official IP rating, but just like all other OnePlus phones, it probably is water resistant, but they just don't want to pay for the IP rating. We'll wait for somebody to do some testing online, drop it in a few buckets, but they always work. Okay, it is probably water resistant, just no certified IP rating, so we can't talk about it. That's the only thing I can say negative about the build quality. Other than that, the way it looks, I am in love with this panel on the back. Soft, matte, silky smooth, no fingerprints. There's your triple camera setup, LED flash. Okay, on one side, you got your power button and your switch. Now, a lot of people get mixed reactions on this. I love this. Being able to switch and put your phone on vibrate or silent while it's in your pocket. So say you got your phone in your pocket on regular ring mode, and you want to be a scumbag real quick, you can reach in your hand and just go like this. Bang, now your phone is on silent. Just like that. You don't have to take it out and be like, hold on a second, let me turn off my phone notifications real quick. Right in your pocket, just like that. One touch button, I love that. Same thing with the iPhones. You could just go right in your pocket or right on the table and quickly make your phone to do not disturb or discreet mode, or as I call it, scumbag mode. Okay, so that's your buttons on this side. On the top, just a little mic, speaker grill in the front. There's your front-facing camera, off to the left, as opposed to right in the middle. I kind of like it better off to the left. I don't know why more phone companies don't do that. Instead of putting it right smack in the middle, off to the left. It still registers your face just as fast. On this side, there's your volume up and down. Another nice touch that I like about OnePlus phones, separation. Okay, instead of having the power button and volume rocker right next to each other, volume on this side, power on this side, you're never going to make a mistake. On the bottom, there's your SIM tray, USB Type-C charging slot, and your other speaker grill. All right, so one speaker grill here, one in the earpiece. Pretty much it. Okay, now, you do have always on display. Now I got my little emoji setup. That's me right there. Y'all remember when OnePlus had always on displays, then they took them off. Now they finally put them back. If you're going to be spending, I got to get a little wipe down, OCD alert. If you're going to be spending $900, because I'm telling you, this phone is going to come out for $900, no cheaper than that. It's going to be probably $900 for 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. And that's going to be $1,000 for the 12 gig 256. You can mark my words on that one, but don't worry about it. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. You got your always on display. That was one of my biggest gripes about OnePlus phones. No always on display. Now you got it. Okay, now on a quick side note, I was just going back and forth with somebody in the comments last night. Somebody was saying that always on displays are gimmicky. No, it's not. Especially if you got a phone that has wireless charge. You get yourself a nice little wireless charge dock like this. Now when you're in your bed, your phone is wirelessly charging. Look at that dope animation. I do love that. Turn this off. Your phone is wirelessly charging with your always on display. So now when you wake up in the middle of the night, you could just glance over, see your time, your battery percentage, and your notifications. Now, this particular dude that I was arguing with was saying that he uses an iPhone, so he always got an Apple Watch on. But my thing is, you're not going to be sleeping with an Apple Watch on every night. At least I don't. Even if the phone is in your bed, I just like the fact that you could just glance over and see you're always on display. That's a nice touch. A couple of different ways you can open up the device. You can swipe up, put in your pattern and your pin, just like that. You got your on-screen fingerprint sensor, which, just like OnePlus been doing for the last, I don't know how many years, they make one of the best fingerprint sensors in the game. Bang, just like that. I can do it quicker, and it works. You see, and you got face unlock. Now, watch the face unlock. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to pick it up and look at it. Look how fast that was. Okay? You see all my fingers on deck? Bang! Yo, this phone is super smooth. Now, it's hard to explain this. Okay, it's hard to really explain this, but I'm going to try my best. Phones have a feel to it. Okay, now, phones do have a certain emotional feel to it. When you're using an iPhone and using an Android phone, it's a different feel. And then when you're using different Android phones, each Android phone has a different feel to it. Now, both of these phones, Snapdragon 8 Generation 1, so they're just as fast on paper, but the feel to it, it's a different feel. Xiaomi phones and OnePlus have a different feel. The OnePlus phones feel super smooth. They feel like butter. Now, these phones feel smooth too, but it's just a different feeling. And if you ever use the OnePlus phone, even from back in the days, the old OnePlus 3, OnePlus 4, they all feel like stock Android, but it's not really stock, but it has that smooth experience. If I had my eyes closed and I just picked up both of these phones and I started using them, I would easily be able to tell which one was the Xiaomi phone and which one was the OnePlus phone just by the way they feel. Now, I said that to say this. The feel of this phone, all right, the way everything just works. You see that face unlock, the fingerprint sensor, all of the transitions, little live wallpaper in the back, little animation. Everything just feels super smooth and buttery. Now, I know somebody's going to ask, this or the Google 6 Pro? All right, the Pixel 6 Pro, honestly, I would take this. Face unlock. Simple as that, face unlock. Even though I love the software on the Pixel, I love the text-to-speech, I mean the speech to text. I love some of those features. But the no face unlock and that buggy fingerprint sensor, it just kind of kills my vibe with that phone. That's why it's going to be my work phone. This phone right here. Right? Now, I'm telling you, I love this phone already. And I love it more than the 9 Pro because of the build quality. The build quality alone, when you hold them in your hand, it just feels like night and day. This one feels good too, don't get me wrong. But you're going to love this frosted feel. The weight is perfect. Y'all remember in Avengers when Thanos gave baby Gamora that knife and he was talking about the balance? When you hold this phone, the balance. The balance. I don't know. A nigga watched one Marvel movie. Now I'm coming through with all these Marvel references. Look, the phone, the weight to, what is it? The phone to weight ratio. I'm trying to say some technical shit, but basically what I'm trying to say is it just feels perfect. It feels like the perfect weight. It doesn't feel top heavy. It doesn't feel like, certain phones. Now this one right here, this also has the perfect weight, but the 9 Pro, it just doesn't have the same feel. And part of that is due to this, the shiny glass back. This one just feels so good to hold. I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go through some of the basics now. I'm going to do a full review on this, of course, because I got to put this one through the paces. But right now, let's just go through some of the basics. All right, so you got all your standard toggles. Since you got dual stereo speakers, you got Dolby Atmos, you got your Do Not Disturb, you got reverse wireless charging, NFC. Let's see if anything else. Power saving mode. Now, with Android 12, you have direct access to your mic and your camera. So when you go on certain apps, if you want to, and you think somebody's spying on you, Chinese phones, everybody worried about being spied on, don't worry about it. Turn off your microphone, turn off your camera, turn off your location. Okay, and don't worry about it. I doubt my man what's his name? My man Xi Jinping. He don't give a fuck how much money you got in your $36 account. Xi Jinping is not spying on your phone. He doesn't care what you bought from Walmart last night. And if he is spying on my phone, all right, shout out to Xi Jinping. If he's spying on my phone, you see what kind of kicks I like. Don't copy my style. You see what kind of sneakers I be buying online. Don't copy my style. But you got basically all your quick toggles on deck. Let's go to settings real quick. I know I'll be trying to throw a little bit of entertainment into these videos because basically every day I'm talking about the same kind of phones. I just talked about this phone, this phone, this phone. All of this stuff is the same. So I just try to throw a little bit of personality into these reviews. If you get a little tee or a little ha-ha, little chuckle here and there, then my job is done. Let's go through the basic settings. All right, so connections, you got VPNs, DNS, all right, scumbag status. You got screen sharing, PC Connect, screencast, and print. Let's see, personalizations. Now you can change all your wallpapers. It does come with a few nice little live wallpapers. You got your always on display, which is fully customizable. You can add your own images. They got a big theme store now with 1,001 choices. You got different icons, quick settings. You can change your colors. All right, this is Android 12, so you can have these the different mood colors. You can change your font, fingerprint animations. Got a bunch of different ones to choose from. That one is pretty sparkly. I like that. You got your edge lighting. You can also apply it to phone calls. And you got video ringtones. Okay? Let's see anything else on this that we need to see. Raise to awake. Turn that on. All right, so this way, if you're eating that chicken and you got the greasy fingers, you don't got to touch your phone. Raise to awake. And you can see what's going on real quick and then use the knuckle. Okay? Use the knuckle game. All right, let's see anything else. Nothing to see with that. You can have your 3 Google buttons if you want, or use the swipe gestures. Exit out of that. Let's see, display and brightness. Now, this is something we need to check out real quick. Let's get dark mode on. Okay, woo, look at that. I love when you hit dark mode, everything just blacks out. Let's see, now if you want to, let's go to, you got image enhancer, video enhancer. Okay, screen resolution, full HD and quad HD. I'm going to leave mine on quad HD because I spent over $1,000 on this phone. When I look at the display, I want to see it in full glory. Okay, now refresh rate, you got high or standard. So if you put it on high, you got a variable refresh rate between 1 hertz and 120 hertz. That's a lot of hertz. 120 hertz, that's a lot. Even though we seen 144, we seen even more than that. 120 is the standard now. Okay, so 120, it's a lot of hertz. If you put it on, it's going to have a variable refresh rate. And like I said, this one now has the AMOLED LTPO2 display, so it's going to be a little bit smoother. All right. I just got mad technical just now. I hate talking with too much technical mumbo jumbo, but I do know it. A lot of y'all think I just be like, yo, right? I know all this tech shit. I just personally don't use it. I'm in a good mood today. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, let's go back to light mode because I'm getting too much anti-reflection. I don't know. Hit me up in the comments. When I do this kind of stuff, do you like to see light mode or dark mode? I think light mode looks better on camera. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. Sound and vibration, dual stereo speakers. Let's see. We'll do a little sound test in a minute. Put everything on max. Let's see. Security and passwords. Like I said, face unlock, fingerprint sensor, and smart lock. Okay, you can clone your apps also. Let's see. Battery. Okay, you got super power saving mode. You got reverse wireless charge. That's another feature that they added to OnePlus. I think that came out on the 9 or the 8, whatever. But that was one of the reasons why they had to start jacking up the price. Because remember, OnePlus phones never had wireless charge. Now we got wireless charge. They never had Quad HD display. Now we got Quad HD display. Now we got reverse wireless charging. This phone right here is a certified flagship phone. So you can't expect OnePlus to come out with this phone for $600. Now, if they came out with this phone for $700 or $800 for the top of the top of the line version, they would corner the market. They would shut the game down. But it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But OnePlus, if you're watching this video, if you bring this phone out right here for $700 or $800, you're really gonna be able to compete with Samsung with the heavy hitters. Right now, it's kind of like a niche market, niche. It's kind of like certain diehard OnePlus fans that's really going to gravitate toward this. But a lot of people are going to see $1,000 and they're going to say, okay, $1,000 for OnePlus, Xiaomi, or Samsung. Let me go with Samsung, either Samsung or Apple. So OnePlus, we got to get it together with these prices. Let's see anything else. Okay, special features. You got your floating windows. Okay, so I'll show you how that works in a minute. Really, floating window is basically, if I go to Facebook, I hit this, put it in a floating window. Now it's floating around. Okay. Now I could go back to settings, and then I could go to Facebook from any moment. Or I could just exit out of that. Bang, just like that. Okay, so you got quick return, quick launcher. All this stuff I'll cover when I do the full review. I just want y'all to see what's on deck. Smart sidebar, kid space. All right. So if you got a little badass kid, before you hand them the phone, put it on kid space. Do not disturb, gestures and motions, 3-finger screenshots. Let's see. Do I have that? How do I do it on this one? Let's see. Oh, I turned it off. Okay, hold up. 3-finger screenshots. There it. What am I doing? Hold up. 3-finger screenshots. Now, some phones you hold the 3 fingers, some you swipe down. All right, there it is. All right, this is one of those swipe down ones. That's the problem when you use a different phone every day. Sometimes you be forgetting this kind of shit. Okay, that's it for that. Let's see. You got Brino. Nobody uses that kind of bullshit. You got Hey Tap Cloud, more bullshit. Let's see. Accessibility. If you're hearing or visually impaired, all of the features on deck. You got OTG connections. And that's pretty much it. Now, one thing that I would like to see on OnePlus phones is a feature like Motorola and Samsung are doing. Samsung really started it with Samsung DeX, but Motorola has Ready For. Xiaomi kind of has a feature like that where you can mirror this to your laptop and get a laptop experience. So OnePlus, I would like to see some kind of OnePlus DeX equivalent in the near future. Okay, that's pretty much it for the settings. Okay, now, one of the things that I don't like about Chinese phones, though, is when you swipe over, I like to have my Google homepage right here. This Google, when you go to Google, hold up. Hold up a second. When you go to Google, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't need my browsing history popping up there like that. All right, when you go to Google, like normally when you swipe over, you get this page right here. And I like to have this right here. But you don't got that on these Chinese phones. You get these this kind of setup right here. Let's go to settings. You got Brino, widget settings. Okay, you can then change those if you want, but you can't add the Google right there. That would have been nice. Anything else? Okay, now, since this is Android 12, you see I got my favorite Android 12 widgets. I love this Gmail widget, of course. Got my turntable music. Let's hit play. Let's throw on some music real quick. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so we got Mobb Deep, Survival of the Fittest.
Man, killer beat.
Okay, so you get the turntable. All right, so it's supposed to activate right from the widget. There it is. Just like that. Got my calendar. That's pretty much it. Big, beautiful, bezel-less display. Let's check the web browser speeds real quick. Go to apple.com. Okay, Snapdragon 8, Generation 1, 120 Hz refresh rate, LTPO2. Scroller speed should be beautiful, and they are. Look at that. Immaculate scrolling speeds. When I talk about scrolling speeds, I like to use the word immaculate because I love this. One swipe should take me all the way to the bottom. All right, I just clicked on that real quick. One swipe from top to bottom. Now, if you want to, y'all already seen floating window. We could do split screen. Let's open up YouTube on the bottom. Okay, now, my troll account. The funny thing is, my troll account is Flossy Carter. So when sometimes I go to my troll account, when I go to other people's streams, I don't want to steal a shine from my homeboys when they stream. And, you know, when I come in the stream, people, yo, what up, Flossy? I don't want to do that. So I come from my other account, and I'll be like, yo, what up? I'll be talking shit, and people be like, oh, get out of here, you fake-ass Flossy. I'll be like, no, this is really me. It's really me. Anyway, that's kind of crazy. All right, anyway, so you got Apple on the top, YouTube on the bottom, and like I said, you can learn a lot from somebody by their YouTube history. Let's see what I was watching. All right, my man Scopes. You see, I'll be watching The Kicks. All right, shout out to my man Charles Lee Love. All right, I'll be watching the Catch a Predator videos. Shout out to Charles Lee for keeping the Predator verse alive.
Perfect.
I've been watching a lot of Marvel shit lately. Anyway, let's do a quick sound test. Pull up one of my old videos. Okay, let's get Max Resi. Okay. Look at this. Bang. Woo, look at that display. Up to 1300 nits brightness. It's a lot of nits. All right, 1300 nits. That's enough nits that you need on your phone. You don't really need more nits than that. I like that word, nit. All right, look at the viewing angles on this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's check the quick picture-in-picture. Bang, there it is. Okay, let's go to Facebook. Okay, no messenger real quick. All right, so I can be on Facebook. All right, shout out to my niece. Okay, just like that. Okay, Hypnotic and Hennessy. This is called Incredible Hulk. Let me exit out of this real quick. My generation only, what we call this. I guarantee you this is called Incredible Hulk. Let's go to the comments. Somebody said Hulk. This is the Incredible Hulk, Hypnotic and Hennessy. I've landed in Central Booking a couple of nights behind this drink. I would never drink this again unless I'm in the house, handcuffed to a railing into my house so I can't get in any trouble. Hennessy and Hypnotic. Anyway, we'll save the RDA test for the full review. Other than that, fresh out of the box. Okay, let's go to the camera real quick. All right, so you got the Hasselblad. Now, one thing about this, you see that orange button? That's the Hasselblad. That's part of what you're paying for. Are you paying for that Hasselblad name? Let me get a little wipe down so I can see it real quick. All right, you're paying for that Hasselblad name, and you get the orange shutter button. Now, I took a quick picture right here of shoes. Look at that. Look at the detail on this. All right, this was a quick point and shoot. Excellent amount of detail. Look at those whiskers. Love it. I'll do a full camera test, but let's see, you got your night mode, you got video. Let's see, video. Okay, you got 8K. Let's see, 4K. Okay, let's go to, 60 frames per second and 120 frames per second. That's pretty dope. All right, so you can shoot 4K at 60. You can shoot 8K at 24. Okay, that's pretty dope. And shoes popped in right on time. Let's go to photos. Let's see the scumbag zoom on this. Okay, whoa, look at this. We got 30 times scumbag zoom. That's pretty good. We got wide angle. You got portrait mode. Shoes. You want to do a quick portrait, bro? Shoes. Shoes just took a dump too, man. All right, bro. All right. Anyway, I'll try to get shoes later. All right, there it is. Quick Hasselblad shot. Oh, look at that. Okay, this was kind of a portrait mode, so you see the back is a little bit blurry. Pretty dope. Shoes breathing mad hard. Let's go to more. You got expert mode, panoramic. You got movie, slow motion, time lapse, long exposure, dual view. You got 150 degrees. We're going to try that. That looks like a new one. Text scanner, tilt shift, expand, Brino scan. That's pretty much it. All right, so now with the Hasselblad, let's go to video real quick. Okay, you do got zoom in on the video. Okay, I want to check that real quick. Now, if you go to more, you go to expert mode. This is going to give you ISO, shutter speed, autofocus. This is going to be how you're going to take full advantage of that Hasselblad camera and get some of these beautiful shots of your shoes. Look at that. You like that. It's pretty dope. Anyway, I'll do a full camera test when I do the full review. So far, fresh out of the box, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this phone a major go. I can't see my rating going down any further when I do the full review because what's really there not to like? No IP rating. Like I said, that's just for okay. So I just got a comment. Okay, no IP rating. That's just going to save a little bit of money, which I'm not a fan of because if we're going to spend $1,000 now, it's up to y'all folks who have had OnePlus. Stop trying to be cheap and saving money. Give us an IP rating. Don't tell me that the phone is water resistant. Y'all just ain't want to pay for IP rating. That bullshit worked when y'all was only charging, $400, $500, $600 for a phone. Okay, we'll eat that. But now if I'm spending $1,000, I need that goddamn IP rating. All right, so OnePlus, knock it off. All right, stop being cheap. Let me black. All right, look. Let me give y'all a quick when black people say yo talk your shit, this is what we mean. All right, when you have another black person tell another black person they say yo talk your shit, that means rant. That means vent. Get your shit off. All right, that's what I'm doing right now. All right, so OnePlus. Like I said, I can't really see my feelings for this phone dropping any further other than the no water resistance, other than the no Samsung DeX kind of feature. This is a Chinese phone. I would have liked to have seen an IR blaster. All right, now, all this 8K video, I would like to see expandable memory because if you shoot 8K video and your phone has 256 gigs of storage, watch how fast your storage will go on that phone. Okay, so all of these phones coming out with these big fancy cameras, okay, 8K, 12K video and all this bullshit. We need expandable memory. If you're a real photographer, you want to pop in that card, shoot 8K video all day and pop it back out. So I would like to have seen expandable memory. As far as headphone jack, I don't really care about that. You're not really going to find too many headphone jacks on flagship phones other than Sony. And I don't really care about that too much. OnePlus, I would have liked to have seen the dongle in the box. That would have been a little plus now that we're on that topic. Other than that, though, I think this is going to be a triple major go when I do the full review. Now, as far as my phone rankings for 2022, which one do I like better so far? This is going to be tough. I like the way the OnePlus feels better. I like the emotional feel a little bit better. But the Xiaomi, the super wallpapers, thought protection, and the IR blaster, I got to give it to them. So far, I think this is going to be my number 2, and this is going to be number 3. My number 1 phone of 2022 so far is the phone that I'm doing tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, the Vivo IQ 9 Pro. Now, that's the BMW version. Of course, I'm heavily biased. The phone itself is supremely dope. The phone itself is not necessarily better than either one of these, but the build quality and of course, the BMW branding, I'm biased. I'm allowed to be biased on certain shit. But when I do the review, I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion. But I'm just saying, as far as personal likes, that's the one I like best. Which one will be the best so far out of these 3? I would say, that's gonna be hard. I even though I'm biased because of the BMW branding, I actually like that phone a little bit better. And I'm gonna show you why, and I'm gonna talk about that phone when I do that video. But as of right now, On a scale of 1 plus 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 plus 10, all right, I'm giving this phone a triple major go. Hit me up in the comments and let me know if there's anything specific y'all want to see when I do the full review, and I'll be sure to cover it. And one more thing, all right, it's a shame I got to keep saying this. Watch out in the comment section for the spam and the scam, all right? For the spam scam bots. Anybody, if you see any comments talking about congratulations, you want a new phone, congratulations, hit me up on WhatsApp. It's a scam. It's bullshit, okay? Watch out in the comment section. Any comment from me, you're going to see my name with a check mark next to it. Y'all know how I talk. I don't be talking about congratulations, all right? You ain't win nothing. You just watch the video. You didn't win nothing just by leaving a comment. Use your brain, all right? Stay away from the scammers and the spammers, all right? Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes. Picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spot, 2 to beam up. Me and Shoes. Oh, Shoes, what are you doing? Alright, let me do that again. Spot, 2 to beam up. Me and Shoes. Alright, Shoes, let's get up out of here. Energize.
I want everybody to subscribe to Flossy Carter for the real tech reviews. Now, Flossy Carter, we know you flossy. Now, guess what? I'm flashy. Money May all day, the one and only. Flossy Carter, you part of the money team.